So we are starting today Chapter 5, Karma Yoga, Action in Krishna Consciousness. Actually, let's begin with the prayers. Om Ajnanate Mirandasya Jnana Anjana Salakaya Chakkar Nimiletan Jaina Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha Sri Chaitanya Manobishtam Sthapitam Jana Bhutale Soyam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati So Sapadantikam Bandeham Sri Guru Sri Juta Padakamalam Sri Gurun Vaishnavanam Cha Sri Rupam Sagrajatam Sagana Sri Raghunatham Vitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Saitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Padan Sagana Ritam Sri Visakhambitam Cha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dina Bandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namastute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanusute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vancha Kalpatrivasya Kurpa Sindhu Vacha Patitanam Pavanabhya Vaishnavya Namo Nama Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prestaya Bhutale Srimati Bhakti Vedanta Swami Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pasat Desatarine Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. So thank you very much for attending the Bhagavad Gita. This is today we are going to study chapter discuss about the chapter 5 Karma Yoga, Action in Krishna Consciousness. One may raise a question that Krishna already spoke the Karma Yoga in chapter 3. Why is repeating this chapter 5 Karma Yoga, Action in Krishna Consciousness? Because Arjuna has got further doubts. Despite Krishna spoke the Karma Yoga in chapter 3, Arjuna still has got some doubt to clear. So he again asked this question. So Lord explained little further in details about the Karma Yoga in chapter 5. So in Karma Yoga is action in Krishna consciousness. The theme of the chapter is a very easy, is a 29 verses are there. So Arjuna is now a bit of doubt. He's thinking that renunciation of work or work in devotion, they are different paths. So Lord is explaining how the work in devotion and renunciation of work is actually same, but work in devotion is better than renunciation of work. Therefore, then further Lord is explaining to Arjuna how to perform work in devotion or karma yoga. Then how karma yoga can give the liberation, which is the liberation or going back to Godhead, which is the predominant purpose of human form of life, living being. So on this notes, we can start that how we are not the human being on a spiritual journey, but we are the spiritual being on a human journey. That is the difference should be understood. So if we know that knowledge that we are spiritual being but on a human journey, then we can find out the steps, a procedure to perfect our life or get out from this entanglement. Therefore, Krishna is explaining that you are the spiritual being, but somehow circumstantially we are in this human being or human body. We are entangled, encaged, imprisoned in human body. And when we are encaged in human body, we have some material necessity. To fulfill that material necessity, we have to act on the material activities and material platform. But Krishna is explaining that we should act in such a way that although we are on this material body, we are engaged in this material body, we are acting on this material platform, still we can not be influenced by the reaction of our action. Still we can get out from this entanglement. Still we can get out from this imprisonment. We can get out from this material atmosphere. So this is very important. Why? Because everybody of us is working on this material platform. Everybody, all the living entities called embodied. Embodied means I am a spiritual being encaged in this material body. So therefore we are acting. Every time, every moment we have to act. So therefore Krishna is now speaking the art of acting so that we won't be implicated. Because as long as our action gives reaction or provides reaction, we have to be in this material world. We have to be entangled in this material atmosphere. We have to be remain in this material atmosphere, in this material prison house. Therefore, we should act such a way that there will be no reaction. Therefore, Krishna is explaining very nicely. But the 5th chapter begins with the Arjuna's doubt. Arjuna Vacha. Arjuna has a doubt. What is doubt? Sannyasam karmanam Krishna. Punarjogam cha samsasi. Yes Shreya Ekam tanme bruhisya nischintam. Sunischintam. So Arjuna has a doubt. He said that, oh Krishna, you asked me to renounce work. Then you again recommend work with devotion. Now, will you kindly tell me definitely which of the two is more beneficial? So Arjuna is a student, he has got doubt. Because in 2nd chapter, in the 1st chapter, we have learned that Arjuna was bewildered by seeing his kith and kins, his relatives, his father, grandfather in the opposite side. He was bewildered with the bodily conception of life. So he is lamenting. He is thinking that I belong to Kuru family, and these all the people who are coming to fight with me is my relatives, is related to my body. So therefore he was lamenting, how can I kill them? So in 2nd chapter, the preliminary knowledge, fundamental knowledge, Lord given that we are not this body, we are the spirit soul. Somehow or others, we are entangled in this material body. And how to get out of this? Krishna spoke that Buddhi Yoga. Buddhi Yoga means Bhakti Yoga. Through Bhakti Yoga, we can get out from this entanglement of this material body. In 3rd chapter, we have learned Karma Yoga. Karma Yoga means that person who is situated in platform of knowledge. In 3rd chapter, Krishna explained that you have to act. You have to adapt. Although you have this material body, somehow you circumstantially entangled, you have to act in Krishna consciousness. But in 3rd chapter, Krishna say that if somebody in the platform of knowledge, he is no longer has any duty to perform. Because Krishna spoke in 3rd chapter about prescribed duty so that we can gradually elevate it. But in this 3rd chapter, Krishna say that if somebody in platform of knowledge, he has no duty to perform. He is not obliged to perform any prescribed duty. Therefore, in 4th chapter, Krishna spoke about all kind of sacrifices that culminate to transcendental knowledge. So Arjuna was thinking, oh, now Krishna is speaking that knowledge is good. If we are in a transcendental knowledge that I am not this body, I am the spirit soul, I do not have to work actually. But at the end of the last verses of 4th chapter, Lord is advising to Arjuna, wake up and fight, situated in perfect knowledge. He was confused. What is the simultaneously you are telling that in action in knowledge, if you are in knowledge, you do not have to work. At the same time, you are telling to fight. So he was a little confused. So Arjuna understood of renunciation means, oh, cessation of all kind of work. That no more work. But it is not so. He thinks that sannyasi means renunciation. In knowledge, I renounce altogether. No more activities. No more activity. And activities means work in renunciation is like exclusive. You have to work means you cannot renounce. But actually Krishna is explaining there's no difference between work in devotion and renunciation of work. Supposing if I say, if I say don't do this, that means don't do the nonsense. But don't do the good things. It doesn't mean that you should not do any good thing. No. When person telling don't do this means don't do any nonsense, any mischievous things. But do it nice thing you should not give up. So renunciation means do not do the bad thing. That doesn't mean that you should also do not do good things. Therefore, Krishna is explaining that Arjuna, that the renunciation of work in devotion are both are good for liberation. But out of two, work in devotional service is better than renunciation of work. So this is a very important thing here. If you say do not do this means you do not do bad things, but you should not give up the good things. One spiritual, as a spiritual, we are active. We cannot be idle. We have to do something. So here Krishna meant that renunciation means give up all this material attachment. Work in devotion means attach in devotion, attach with Krishna. Although it looks like both are different, no, it's both are same actually. Both are same. Detached from the, just like we have do's and do nots. We have four regulative principles. Meat eating, all the four regulative principles is there. At the same time, we have to chant Hare Krishna. We have do's and do nots. Do nots means you give up. That is called renunciation. You renounce the bad things, not renounce the good thing. And Krishna saying, attach in Krishna. That is attachment. We have negative, we have negative and positivity. Negative means detached from the bad thing, attached from the good thing. So Krishna consciousness means renounce the bad thing, but that is not enough. You attach to also good thing, means Krishna consciousness or in devotion. Just like example is given, like one time there was there was a question was asked to Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati. He told householder or renunciation of life, which is better? Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati very nicely told. We are meant to enter into the family of Krishna. So what is there with renunciation? There no stands of renunciation, no question of renunciation. We are here. Krishna consciousness means enter into the family of Krishna. So where is the question of renunciation? So renunciation, here it is, therefore Krishna says that both are good, but work in devotion is better than renunciation of work. Because you simply, you see, Arjuna is asking what is the difference between karma yoga and sannyas. Actually, that is his question. Sannyasi means renunciation. Karma yoga means action in devotion, work in devotion. So there is no difference. You become karma yogi. Krishna says, because simply work for Krishna, it is better than sannyasi. Just like Arjuna. Arjuna was not a sannyasi. After hearing Bhagavad Gita, he did not take up the renounced order of life, dress himself as an orange color, orange colored dress and saffron colored dress. No. And went away from the battlefield and went to Himalaya or any forest. He remained the same man. He was a military man before hearing Bhagavad Gita. After hearing Bhagavad Gita, he remained a military man. He did not change his occupation, his position. He did not become Kshatriya to sannyasi or householder to sannyasi, grahastha to sannyasi. He remained a householder. What is the changes? What is the change? His consciousness changes. Consciousness changes means that after hearing Bhagavad Gita, he wanted to work for Krishna. Initially, he was thinking of, I want to work for my satisfaction, my pleasure. Because this war, this battle, if I fight, it is not palatable for me because they are my relatives. It is not giving pleasure to my senses, my mind, my intelligence, my body. But when he understood Bhagavad Gita, now he changed his transfer, his material consciousness. No, 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 I should work for the satisfaction of Krishna. That is called renunciation. Real renunciation means you should work for Krishna. That is, you should work for the satisfaction of Krishna. That is real renunciation. That is perfect Krishna consciousness. Wherever you are, whatever the position, either you are a household or you are a brahmachari, you are a grahastha, you are a banaprastha, you are a brahmana, kshatriya, all kind of social position. You do not need to change the position, but this position. You have to become Krishna consciousness. Once you become Krishna consciousness, then that is renunciation. You do not have to artificially renounce. No, artificially I change my color of the dress. No. If you are not Krishna consciousness, by artificially you renounce, oh, I give up my family, I am going to now brahmachari, I am now going to, artificially you cannot do. I am going to forest. Sannyasi, particularly sannyasi, I give up everything. They cannot remain that. That is not actually renunciation. Renunciation means our thing, therefore our thing is nothing to renounce. Everything should be accepted. Rupa Goswami has given that everything, because we renounce enjoyment. But Rupa Goswami say that anasaktasya visaya, visaya means enjoyment. So we accept all kind of enjoyment, but without attachment, only for Krishna. That is real renunciation. Otherwise, it is artificial, Yukta Vairagya, Nirbandha Krishna Sambandhi, Yukta Vairagya. Otherwise, we think that, oh, I should renounce everything. Nothing should be renounced because everything has a connection with Krishna. Krishna has created the material world. Everything has connection with Krishna. What we can renounce? Everything belongs to him. Supposing I am staying in a rented house, I will say, I renounce this house. You are not the proprietor of the house. How can you renounce that? You don't have. Everything belongs to Krishna. So therefore, everything should be accepted in the service of Krishna. Because everything belongs to Krishna, I should use for Krishna. That is renunciation. Otherwise, Falgu Vairagya means artificial renunciation. When a person is artificially renouncing, Krishna say that this is not good. He will be falling down. He will be very sad in the later part. So Krishna then say that what is the symptoms? Who has neither heart nor desire, fruit of his activity is known to be always renounced. Such a person free from all duality, easily overcome material bondage, is completely liberated. O mighty armed Arjuna. So here Krishna is explaining that renunciation means, actual renunciation means in neither hate nor desire. How can a person neither hate nor desire? Just like example of Arjuna. In the beginning, he was hating to fight. I cannot fight. Oh, fighting with my kinsman is not possible. But and he gave up his fire. But when after hearing Bhagavad Gita, what he said that Nasto moho smutil labda tat prasadena maya chutta stitosmi gata sandaya karisya bachanatam. He gave up his hating. No more hating. I will fight. I will fight enthusiastically. Why? Because when you are in Krishna consciousness person, he never hates anything. Because he is working for Krishna. Nothing, no question of hating or loving. And he has no desire. He understood that I am working on behalf of Krishna. So there is no question of hating nor question of desire. Therefore, very nicely Krishna say, Jeyosya nitya sannyasi yono desti na kankyati. Desti means hate. He never hates. That is real sannyasi means he never hates, nor he desires. Arjuna is same thing. After hearing Krishna concept Bhagavad Gita, he did never hate anything because everything's for Krishna's sake. What is the hate? Sometimes nice prasadam we get, sometimes no Ekadasi. So there is no question of hating Ekadasi, there is nothing fasting. No. And no desire of the result. Supposing I am working, going to preach or sell books, distribute books, and going to make a members. I did not get a member. That doesn't matter. I do not desire for my result. My work is I have to work for Krishna. That's all. And whatever the result is coming, I have no attachment for the result, because I know I am working for Krishna's sake. Just like in temple, we go out to collect money. So we are not attached to it. Although we collect money, we are not attached to the result, because we know whatever we get, this is for the Krishna. It doesn't matter whether $50 I got, $100. That is real sannyas. That is the symptoms Krishna is saying. Therefore, people sometimes say that, oh, this is a karma yoga and renunciation are different. Actually, they are not different, technically speaking. How Krishna is saying that only the ignorant speak of devotional service, karma yoga is different from the analytical study of material world, Sankhya. Those who are actually learned, he who applies himself well to one of these paths achieve the result of both. See, very nice. Krishna is saying that Sankhya philosophy means what? Sankhya philosophy means to study the material body, material world, to find out the soul, existence of the soul. This is not, this is material, this is spirit, this is material, spirit. So find out the spirit. So whole idea is Vishnu, super soul. In this way, you can find out the super soul. So in Sankhya philosophy also, we finding out that the root of the material world, the supreme spirit soul, Vishnu, by the knowledge, analytical study and knowledge. And in Karma Yoga also, the ultimate things about Karma Yoga is everything, all our action is meant to satisfy the Vishnu. So in both the case, the end point is Vishnu, the common thing. So therefore, Krishna telling there's no difference. You apply both is okay. Those who are in perfect knowledge, they engage himself in the service of the Lord. So there is no difference between Sankhya and Karma Yoga, because both of the aim is same, Vishnu. One is finding out the Vishnu, one is engaging in the service of the Vishnu. When Krishna says, who knows that position reached by means of analytical study can also be attained by devotional service, who therefore sees analytical study and devotional service to be on the same level, see things they are. So here things are there, like Arjuna, why Lord is speaking all the kind of knowledge and action in Krishna consciousness? Because Arjuna thinking means transcendental knowledge means not, means no activity. He do not know that both, he have no idea that Arjuna is now a little confused. Therefore, Krishna is explaining that in both the thing, the conclusion is the same. We are the part and parcel of the Supreme Spirit whole, and we have to engage in the service of the Lord. That is whole idea. Detachment from the matter means attachment to the Krishna consciousness. Knowledge means what? Knowledge, we get the detachment. That is called transcendental knowledge, means we are detached from the matter. After knowing that I am the spirit soul, I am nothing to do with the body, I am a spiritual being on a human journey, somehow and all circumstantially I am encaged, imprisoned in this body. Therefore, I detach from the material thing. That is whole idea. Janati asubairagya. The jnana will give you detachment. And Karma Yoga or Krishna consciousness means attachment to Krishna. Actually, they are both one and same. Because both the process involves the detachment and attachment. Simply detach is not the, supposing a child is playing, you say stop, stop, don't play. But he has to play something, he has to be engaged. You simply say that, oh child, don't play. He cannot remain. We are active. Spirit soul is very active. We cannot remain ideal. We are not the stone. So there has to be some engagement. Therefore, simply I detached. Oh, I detached, go to Himalaya. No, that is very, very sad. Krishna say here, Sannyasastu Mahabhav Dukkham Aptuma Ojogato. Supposing you are not Krishna consciousness, simply you are detached. I detach material thing. That means this is very, very, what you say, dukkha. Dukkha means it is very miserable. It will be cause of misery. Dukkham aptum. Dukkham aptum. Therefore, everything should be dovetailed with Krishna consciousness. Merely renouncing all activity yet not engaging in devotional service of the Lord cannot make one happy. But thoughtful person engaged in devotional service can achieve supreme without delay. See, very nice point. Krishna says simply, artificially, you cannot detach. Rather, you should be engaged everything in the service of Krishna. Everything. Supposing we are now speaking, we are using, actually we are using the Mac phone, microphone, everything. That is actually discovered for our enjoyment. But when we are in knowledge, we are using for Krishna service. Although it is meant for enjoyment, but it can be used for Krishna service. It can be spiritualized. It can be metamorphosis. That is called metamorphosis. It can be transformed. So therefore, although I am in this body, I cannot say neti, 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 that Mayavadi say, no, I am not this body. Why you are this body? You cannot say you are this body. I am this body, but somehow and other it is false. It's temporary. It is not false, it is temporary. So I should use the body for my spiritual liberation. Therefore, everything I do in this body, which will create a, because the material body, any action, material action will create a reaction. Better I should do everything for Krishna. Nirvanda Krishna sambandhe. Everything has a, everything should be used for Krishna, because everything has a connection with Krishna. And that understanding is real renunciation. Therefore, Krishna consciousness is actually real renunciation. Because Krishna consciousness person who knows that somehow or another I nanda tanuja kinkaram patitama visame bhavam madhu kurpaya tabapa. Somehow or other circumstantially I have fallen from my position, from the spiritual world. And now I am suffering with this material body. Why suffering? Because my action is creating reaction. As a result, I am changing from one body to another body, one body to another body. In this way, I am rotting and rotating in this obnoxious material world. Now I have to get out. So therefore, Krishna says that better that work in devotion, so that we can use this body as a, as Prabhupada says, that bad bargain. Better use of a bad bargain. So use everything for the Krishna sake. Eat prasadam, that is also enjoyment. Krishna consciousness is so beauty that we enjoy our senses at the same time we free from the reaction. How? Supposing if I eat prasadam, if I eat a ordinary food without offering, I like paneer curry. So I prepare paneer curry, I take myself, I get reaction. But the same thing I offer to the Lord and take, I enjoy my senses at the same time, I am free from reaction. So that is the beauty of Krishna consciousness, work in devotion. Therefore, Krishna says, work in devotion better than renunciation. One who works in devotion, who is a pure soul, who controls his mind and senses, is dearer to everyone. Everyone is dear to him. Though always working, such a man never entangle. So, very nice. Krishna is telling that Vishuddhatma means purify. So how? So now my Atma is covered by dirty things. So much material, since time memorial, I'm thinking I am the enjoyer, I am the master. So it's so much dirty thing covered. Lost, anger, greed, all the thing. I am the enjoyer. But when I am Krishna consciousness, Jogojukta means Krishna consciousness. When I know that everything belongs to Krishna, then immediately I am pure. No more dirty thing. I am not the proprietor. I am not the enjoyer. Only Krishna is the enjoyer. Whatever given the quota, tena taktena bhunjate, isavastam idam sarvam, tena taktena. When I know that everything, whatever the quota I have got to maintain the body, I want that one. I do not want anything. That is called Visuddhatma. 'He is never entangled. He knows that. No more entanglement, no more reaction of my work. Whatever it is afford to me, I am now doing that. Just like uh, example given, elephant. Elephant taking tons of food. An ant is taking very little grain, or pigeon is taking a grain of rice. We cannot imitate take tons of food. We will be diarrhea, we will die. And if we also cannot take like a grains like ant and law, ant like a ant, very little quantity. We have to take according to our needments. Therefore, it is said that tena taktena bhunjate. Whatever it is there, I should take it by controlling the mind. Then I become Visuddhatma. I'm pure. And Krishna says that those, although this person engaged in Krishna consciousness, he is everything is doing, is seeing, hearing, touching, everything is doing, but still he is not entangled, he is aloof from them. How it is possible? It is possible when his perfect knowledge of Krishna consciousness. He knows that Krishna is everything. I am just an instrument, just like Arjuna. Arjuna, he initially he was thinking that I am the doer. So he was declining to fight. Oh, I am not going to kill. So Krishna say that, Arjuna, please stop your planning. You are just an instrument. Nimitta matra bhava sabyasachi. You just become instrument. They are already killed. Don't think that you are the killing. You have duty to fight. You just shoot the arrow. As far as result is concerned, this is my reservation. This is my jurisdiction. You have no right for your result. You cannot determine also result. Therefore, you are nimitta, you become instrument. So those who are in all, therefore Arjuna understood that, oh, then it is fine for me. Let me fight because I know everything is doing for Krishna. I am just an instrument. Everything is done by his sang, by his will, by his desire. So Krishna consciousness person, he knows. I am doing, I am getting up, doing Mangalarti, I am doing eating, I am preaching, I am purchasing, everything I am doing as if looks like I am eating, I am moving, sleeping, everything. But everything is done under the direction of Krishna. That is Krishna consciousness. Therefore, I am not affected. Although my senses are in action, but I am not affected. Why? Because I am working under the direction of the Krishna consciousness. I am under the direction of the Krishna. Just like a soldier, he is killing. Because he is killing under the direction of the commander, although all this looks like appear to be the killing not good actually, is a reactive activities, but it is non-reactive. He is getting medal. Exactly same thing. If we are working under the direction of Krishna, whether we are sleeping, eating, everything, that is not implicated. We are aloof. We are aloof from the sense, action of the sense. We are just doing for Krishna, aloof from the senses. So therefore, Krishna say one who performs his duty without attachment, surrendering the result unto the Supreme Lord, is unaffected by sinful action, as the lotus feet untouched by water. Very good example is given. Just like a lotus leaf, although it is inside the water, but it is not affected. You cannot put you put some water, it won't stick in the lotus leaf. By nature, it won't touch. It never be moist. It is always dry. So although we are living in this material platform, we are acting in this material platform, in material world, because I'm staying in Krishna consciousness, I'm acting under the direction of Shastra, direction of Krishna, through the spiritual master, Srila Prabhupada. Therefore, nothing will affect me. See, Krishna is very nicely explaining, nothing will affect me because I'm working under the direction of the Krishna. Although everything is done, if you think that then externally it appears, so we are also working, we are also sleeping, we are also doing everything what is normally karmi also doing. But there is a qualitative difference, because the Krishna consciousness person is doing under the direction of Krishna. That is the thing. He is not contaminated. As soon as we have this material affection, material contamination, we will be getting trouble. We will be bound up by our reaction. Therefore, whole idea to transfer our material consciousness, I, me, mine. Arjuna was thinking, I, me, mine platform. What will happen to me? What will happen to my relatives? Therefore, Krishna is changing his consciousness. Bhagavad Gita is nothing but a transformation of our consciousness from matter to spirit, to supreme spirit, supreme reality, Krishna consciousness. Then I become aloof. I will not be in trouble. Visam punyam sukhayate. What is that? Prabhupada Saraswati says that. Viswam punyam sukhayate. Devotees are always happy. He is not affected. Although in material life is very, very troublesome, tribulation, trials, because devotees are happy. They are not affected by all these things. It's okay, sometimes I'm good, sometimes it's getting so. Here there is bad, good, this is all mental speculation. I'm working for Krishna, that's all. So therefore, Krishna says that yogi abandoning attachment act with body, mind, intelligence, even with the senses only for the purpose of purification. That's the difference between the materialistic and Fourier. So therefore, the devotee or Krishna consciousness person or a yogi who is always doing the work for the purification of the soul. Purification of the soul. Just like Prabhupada, they give an example. Cashier. A cashier is counting thousands of dollars, but he is not attached to the money. He knows that it belongs to me, not belongs to me. Therefore, he is not affected. See? Although he is counting. Therefore, a Krishna consciousness person, although he is acting, but he knows that I am not acting for myself on my account. I am acting for Krishna. Therefore, he is not affected. It's very simple. The steadily devoted soul attains the unadulterated peace because he offers the result for all activity to me. Whereas person who is not in union with divine, who is greedy for the fruit of his labor, becomes entangled. That's the two, karmi and bhakta. They're different. One is Krishna consciousness, one is bodily consciousness. One is Krishna consciousness person, what will do? He is attached to Krishna and he is working for him. Therefore, he has no anxiety attached to the result. He is confident. I am engaged with Krishna devotee, I will be protected. That's all. Result, I don't mind. I don't mind. But those who are ajukta kama karena phale nivadhyate. Ajukta means those who are not connected in Krishna consciousness. Out of lust, he is attached to the result. Oh, what result? I'm waiting for the salary, when I will get the result of my work, so that I can enjoy and I can entangle in material world. I change my phone, iPhone 4 to 5 to 6 to 10 to 11, and knowingly this company also, they know the psychology of this karmi. They also change their version of the iPhone. They also change the model of the car. They also change the apartment, condo. Also, so many things have been now changed. Why? Because these people, as soon as they are attached to result, when they get result, they want to enjoy instant gratification, changing all the things, newer and newer thing. In this way, they are entangled in this material world because there is no limit to the material desire. Therefore, Krishna say they are entangled. Nyunam pramata kurute vikrama yadindriya pritya punnati. Nyunam karat, nyunam, because of the sense gratification, they have been accepting body after body. They become mad after sense gratification. Why? Because they are attached to the result. Krishna consciousness person, no, they are not attached to. I am working for Krishna, that's all. The result is not mine for sense gratification. See how the difference between Krishna consciousness and here. So Krishna say when the embodying living beings control his nature and mentally renounce all action, he resides happily in the city of nine gates, material body, neither working nor causing work to be done. So here very important point. The spirit of renunciation. See, you have to work in a spirit of renunciation. Then we are both free from both inner and outer activities. So Krishna, here Krishna consciousness person, he knows that his happiness, whatever the happiness is controlled by him. There are nine gates are there. Navadwara, it says the Navadwara, nine gates. What is the nine gates of the body? Body, the nine holes, like we have like two eyes, we have two nostril, two ears, and one mouth, one navel, one evacuating, and one urinal. There are nine holes. So the whole body is working on this nine outlet. But the soul, just like in a room, you are sitting in a room, you may have one outlet, one window, that is called outlet, or one door. Similarly, a body has nine outlets and soul is sitting in that room. And soul is nothing to do with all the things, because sitting. So when Krishna consciousness person identify not the body with the soul, he is free from all kind of things while even in the body. All kind of outer inner activities of the body. Because he knows that I am a spirit soul and I'm acting on behalf of Krishna. That means everything is going on by Krishna consciousness. Therefore, all his activities, outer, inner, everything is free from all kind of he is free from all kind of inner and outer activities. Is aloof. The embodied spirit, master of the city of his body, does not create activity, nor does he induce people to act, nor does he create fruits of the action. All this is enacted by modes of natural life. So, all these activities, why we are entangled in this material world? Because of our action and reaction. Every action produces some reaction. And we are acting according to our nature. As soon as we turn away from the Lord, we are now in material world, and material world is conducted by three modes of nature. Somebody is mode of goodness, is acting very piously. Somebody is mode of passion. Somebody is mode of ignorance. But all of three of them, they are acting on the material platform. So everything has got reaction. So they are creating their activities and producing this reaction. Now Krishna telling here, I am not responsible. The Supreme Lord assumes anyone sinful or pious activity, embodied being, however, a builder because of the ignorance which covers the real knowledge. So Krishna is telling, I am not responsible for your activities, for your reaction. No. Sometimes people say that God is so unkind. Why he did not protect? Why it is happened? Why good things happen to, bad thing happen to good people? Why a small child died? What is this karma he has got? So we have, Krishna is not responsible. Supposing a small child is crashed in a airplane, sometimes they say that 1 to 12 years, there is no reaction for a child, any kind of action. Well, how he died? He died because his previous karma, prarabdha karma. Previous karma is carrying forward. Lord is not responsible for any of his activity, nor is creating activity. We are creating activities according to our material modes, either good, bad, or mixed. Supposing somebody is saying nowadays, they are thinking that, oh, why bad things happen to good people? Sir, have you ever analyzed this good people in his previous birth, how good he is? He might have so many reactions. Every action has reaction. Since time memorial, we have been acting on this material platform. We do not know that. And every action, whatever we are doing, it's not immediately fructifying. Just like you plant, immediately you cannot get fruits. It takes time. Similarly, whatever our bad or good action, immediately we do not get result. It takes time. So when a good people now he is in good, but previously he has done something bad, and that bad karma is now fructifying, now giving fruits. Then the good people is suffering. See? And he's telling why good people are. This is karma. And Krishna is not responsible. It's not like Krishna is so unkind. No. Krishna says just like a judge, just like a criminal. Criminal is condemned by a judge. Either he is imprisoned and go to imprison or death penalty. We cannot say that judge, supposing outside, somebody outsider, he comes to court. He says that why judge is so cruel? Why he is giving punishment? But judge is not cruel. He is no partiality. He has nothing, no connection with criminal as such. He is not, he is not responsible for his activities. He is giving the order. Okay, you have, according to your severity, either you are penalized by death or you are penalized by some imprisonment of few years. So he is not responsible for our activities. We create the activity, we suffer. But a person outside, he do not know that. He do not know what kind of activities the criminal has done. Therefore, he is thinking that God is unkind. He never creates the work also. He sanctions. He sanctions. That is there. But he never creates. According to our nature, we create. He is the director. He directs, he creates. Okay, you want this, man proposes, God disposes. Okay. But if one is in Krishna consciousness, one become Krishna consciousness and act on behalf of Krishna, on account of Krishna, that and completely dependent on Krishna, that time he is responsible for everything. That is the exception. Now Krishna will take responsibility. Otherwise, he is not responsible. You create your work, you should suffer. But when one is Krishna consciousness, what acting for Krishna, then Krishna will help. Krishna is responsible. So immediately he is this Arjuna time. Because Arjuna is acting for Krishna, any kind of problem, Krishna is taking himself. No, I will take care of you. Whether it is killing of Jayadratha, fighting with Bhishma. So all these things, Krishna is taking care of Arjuna. Why? Because Arjuna is surrendered to Krishna. He is acting on behalf of Krishna. Therefore, when we are acting on behalf of Krishna, we should not be bothered about the result. Krishna will take care. Krishna will take care of everything. He is responsible. No, we do not have to. We have no botheration. Otherwise, Krishna has no responsibility. Sometimes people accuse Krishna is flatly told, I am not responsible for your action. You create, you suffer. Yeah, I'm just sanctioning authority. I just signed. Okay. Because why he signed? Because we have some independent. Krishna is fully independent. We have inherited as a part and parcel of the Lord, we inherited that minute independence. Krishna do not want to intercept or to interfere. Why? Because otherwise, what is the meaning of living entity? Like a stone, if Krishna interferes. Therefore, he never interferes. We misuse our independence. As a result, we suffer. Therefore, when, however, one is enlightened with the knowledge by which his science is destroyed, then his knowledge reveals everything as sun lights of everything in the daytime. So those who are in Krishna consciousness, they know what is called material conception of life. Just like a sun comes means automatically darkness dissipated. Similarly, when a person is in knowledge, bhunam janmanmati jnanamanam prapandyante. So many births after when he surrendered to Krishna or attain Krishna consciousness, then everything is revealed to him. Otherwise, we are in ignorance. From since time memorial, we are in ignorance. We are thinking, I am this body. I have come here to lord over the material nature. The ignorance is there since time memorial. Kamo, what is that called? Uh, Kamo, Avidya Kama Karma Bhi, 1-8, I think 36 or something, 26, I think. So Kunti Devi is praying that Kama means our Kama means desire, material desire. Avidya Kama. Avidya means ignorance. What is that ignorance? I want to desire to enjoy this material world. So this ignorance is there since time immemorial. But as soon as we become Krishna consciousness, all this ignorance is dissipated. Everything is revealed. Just like in a sun in daytime, we can see everything as it is. When one intelligent mind, faith, and refugee are all fixed in supreme, then one becomes fully cleansed of misgiving through complete knowledge. Thus, proceed straight on the path of liberation. Now, Krishna is telling that when we are Krishna consciousness, it will wash away all the misgivings that I am this body, my bodily paraphernalia is mine. I have come to here enjoy this world. So I am the enjoyer, I am the proprietor. So all this misgiving will cleaned up. And all the reaction of sinful activities also will be cleaned up, washed up. And he is eligible to enter into the kingdom of Godhead. So therefore, we should have that, how the Krishna consciousness with perfect knowledge, one should act perfectly. Without perfect knowledge, one cannot act perfectly. Therefore, Krishna is telling that work in devotion is good because he knows he has already a good knowledge, perfect knowledge. Perfect knowledge means not that I renounced everything. I do not work. No. Perfect knowledge means I detach from the material attachment and attach to Krishna. I work in Krishna consciousness. That is called real perfect knowledge. So therefore, Krishna says that the humble sages by virtue of true knowledge see what with equal vision and learned gentle Brahmana, a cow, elephant, dog, and dog eater. Vidya Banya Sampane Brahmana. So those who are in perfect knowledge or advanced in spiritual knowledge, so they are different. They do not see in a material platform. They see everything in a spiritual identity. Just like if you wear a sunglass with red tinted, you see everything is red. If you wear a glass blue, everything is blue. Similarly, a person in Krishna consciousness or advanced in spiritual knowledge, he see in a spiritual knowledge, perfect knowledge. Therefore, he do not see the dresses that, oh, there's an elephant, there's a dog. No, he sees the spirit soul, spiritual identity. He does not see the material identity. Therefore, his seeing is different. See, a scientist can see through the telescopic and microscopic. Therefore, their seeing is very faulty or very limited. But a spiritualized soul like Sukadev Goswami, he sees the things, he thinks the world, he sees whole the world in Bhagavatam, description of the world. So he sees in a different vision. Therefore, he is perfect. Just like it is stated in Mahabharata that all the Pandavas went to Himalaya. After that, they went to heaven. But if you see in a materialistic point of view, after Himalaya, you go to the China border. So you can say that what is this? This is mythology. No, this is not mythology. The problem is that we see in a different platform. But they realize those who are in topmost things, they are in advance in knowledge, they see in a different vision. They see the truth much more clear. Therefore, Krishna says that those who are advanced, they see the spiritual identity. Therefore, they do not discriminate. Here is the elephant, here is the dog, here is the dog eater. Therefore, why it is necessary? Because Krishna says those whose minds are established in sameness, equanimity, have already conquered the condition of birth and death. They are flawless like Brahman. They are already situated in Brahman. So that means a person in a spiritual knowledge or Krishna consciousness, he is very transcendental position. He is always concerned with Krishna consciousness activity. He is not, he is not, he don't see the material activities. Because he knows that in the material world, nothing bad, nothing good. Prabhupada used to give an example, like dry stool and wet stool. Stool is stool, very abominable. So they're no different. This is good, this is bad, this is monodharma. Because Krishna Das Kaviraj Goswami Chaitanya Chaitamrita, he said that ehi bhala daitya bhadravadya jnana. Ehi bhala, ehi manda, saba mano. Psychological only. Monodharma. It is simply a monodharma. Nothing is good, nothing is bad. Everything is bad in material world. Dukkhalayam asasvatam. Dukkhalayam asasvatam. The mental speculation. But high stage, they see that everything is bad here. And spiritual, everything is good. That is real understanding of transcendentalist. Therefore, person who neither joys upon achieving something pleasant nor laments upon obtaining something unpleasant, who is self-intelligent, who is unwildered, and who knows the science of God is already situated in transcendence. So here, Krishna is speaking about that a person who is situated already in the very transcendental position. He knows everything is bad. Good, bad is nothing here. Everything is bad. So therefore, anything good comes also. He never elated. If everything bad means he never sad. Because he know all his activities is for the service of Krishna. Anything favorable, unfavorable, he is not bothered. Just like Krishna say in second chapter, Matras prasastu konte sukhada, sukha dukkhada. Tang titikha Arjuna, you tolerate. You tolerate just. So therefore, a Krishna consciousness person, he is not bothered about all the things. For him, everything comes also pleasant, unpleasant. He is telling is by the mercy of God. That's all. Whatever I am getting is okay. Because he dedicated his life, he doesn't claim anything. Everything from Krishna property. Whatever I am getting, I am fine. I am content. Guru na api na vichalayat. Yam labda cha paramalabha. Guru na api na vichalayat. So Krishna says in 622 that that in the midst of the very bad situation, they do not change his consciousness. He is always steady because he knows that I have got the highest gain. Therefore, I do not bother about this good or bad. Such a liberated person is not attached to material sense pleasure, always in trance, enjoying the pleasure within. In this way, the self-realized person enjoy unlimited happiness, for he concentrate on the Supreme. So they know that the material world is always bad. If anything happens, they are not bothered. Either good happen or bad happen. Is for them it is nothing, because they are already in fixed in Krishna consciousness. They know that this material body is temporary, the material world is temporary. So what is the meaning of good or bad? Today I am rich, tomorrow, next birth, I can be poor. This life I am Bill Gates, next life I can be a gatekeeper. This life I am a prince, next life I can be a pauper. So therefore they know that. Therefore they are always in trance. They are not attracted to the material sense pleasure. They know this is this is very transient. Jamunacharya Sena, see, Jamunacharya was a king actually. There's a big story. I'm not cutting short. So Jamunacharya was not a king actually. There was a debate is going on. There's a proud scholar. He was challenging everyone. Then Jamunacharya came and defeated, and he was given the kingdom actually. So when he became king, he had all ample of opportunity to enjoy. So, but when he become Krishna consciousness, he told, Yada vidhi mama chitta Krishna padaravinda. When I become Krishna consciousness, the sense enjoyment is like sense enjoyment, like I turn away my face. Muha vikara means when I think of the sense enjoyment, I turn away. Detest, kind of detest. Oh, chi, just like whenever we pass through something non-vegetarian, we feel like, che, we just, close our eyes, close our nose like this. I do not want to smell also. Similarly, here it is said that those who are Krishna consciousness, they do not like to be attracted by material sense pleasure. Therefore, they are situated in Brahman. Brahma Bhutta Prasanatma Nasochati Nakmantati. Brahma Bhutta. They are always enjoy the spiritual existence, spiritual. Ramante yogina anante satyananda chinatmani. Yogis, they are always enjoy this transcendental happiness, not this material happiness. So those who are Krishna consciousness, they will not like that. If you ask them go to the Goa, they will not like. You ask them go to Vrindavan, yes, I will go to Vrindavan. So Krishna says that very important verse, Prabhupada. Yes, samprasya bhogo dukkha jonayavate adyantavata konte nate suramante jogo. Intelligent person does not take the part in source of misery, which are due to contact with material world. This is very important. So because why those who are Krishna consciousness, they know that everything, supposing I get a very nice wife, very nice building, very nice car, everything has got expiry date. Adyantavata kontya. There is a beginning, there is an end, expiry date. Everything in the material world is expiry date because material world itself is a expiry date. Bhutva bhutva pralyate. 8th chapter Krishna says bhutva bhutva pralyate. It is transient. Therefore, those who are in Krishna consciousness, they do not like to, they do not like to work hard for this pleasure. Rishabhadev say that Nayam Deham Deho Jogino Niloke Kastam Kama Arati Vidvujam. So this Vidvujam dog, it was too little like dog and hogs. They are working hard for sense pleasure. But we, the human being, we should not do that. We should not do that. We have higher purpose. Therefore, we should do tapasya. Tapo divyam putrika jena suddhyati sattam. Our main aim that we should not engage in this kind of pleasure which is a temporary. We should have an unexhausted, unexhausted happiness, unlimited happiness. We should search after unlimited happiness, not this transient happiness. This happiness is a dukkha janaya, always a problematic, very, very problematic. Just like the highest pleasure in this material world called Adi Rasa. What is that Adi Rasa? Sex life. So Krishna say in 7:9:45, there's a beautiful verses that that say he say that Maithuna Adi. What is that verse 7:9:45 is there? It is say that Kandunina Karo Dukha Dukkam. In 7:9:45, it is say that this sex life, which is very adiras, highest pleasure in the material world, they are like a itching sensation. Just like we are itching. There's the urge of itching. Let me itch, let me itch. But when you itch it, so much you are itching, blood will come out. Problem. So sex life is there. As soon as we are trying to please the sense lens, satisfy this sex life, we have to have a big problem. We have to have a wife, we have to have a children, we have to have a responsibility, so and so forth. We are entangled. But those who are wise person, they tolerate the itching session. Let me tolerate. Let me tolerate. They tolerate the urge. Therefore, Krishna say in Nectar of Instruction, Rupa Goswami, the Bacha Begam, Manasa Begam. So all this urge, Begam means urge, control all kind of urge. A person who is intelligent, he will not be interested because he knows it is a transient. Therefore, he control the urge. Control the urge. So therefore, if we can tolerate, then it is good. Therefore, Krishna consciousness person, I was writing one article about what is called merciful. There's a beautiful verses is there called in 4:12:36 in Bhagavatam. He say that one who is not merciful to other living entity, he cannot enter into Vaikuntha planet. So then when I was studying, I found out that there's a commonality of merciful people who are merciful to others. What is the common point? They have their own boundary. They create own boundary. What is this own boundary? It is contradictory. Merciful means giving, but you are creating own boundary. Why they create own boundary? Means they purify for themselves. They follow some rule and regulation. They control their urges. Unless we become purified, we cannot purify others. We cannot be merciful to others. I have $1,000, I can give charity to somebody else. If I am $0, I am a bankrupt, I am a beggar, how can I give charity? Therefore, merciful means, first of all, we have to merciful with ourselves. We have to have a we have to have a control of all our things, our activities. Therefore, Krishna consciousness person, he is everything, all this, or the Krishna consciousness practice means purification. We purify by practicing regulative principle. Therefore, Krishna say, Saknoti haiva ya sodhum, means if somebody can tolerate all this kind of urges, then all this kind of urges, then what will happen? He is happy in this world. Otherwise, he won't be happy. By giving free way to senses, you go and engage, you will be in a very, very dangerous position. Sense will drag you, gravitational force drag you into down. Therefore, you should tolerate. Therefore, devotee has some kind, they created some boundary. Boundary means boundary of controlling their tolerance, boundary of our sadhana, purifying ourselves before they preach to others, before they give to others, before they merciful to others. Let me chant, let me follow the regulative principle for our purifications. So we have to tolerate the urge. One whose happiness is within, who is active, rejoice within, he is actually perfect mystic. He is liberated. So usually people are searching after the outside, happiness outside. I go to McDonald's, let me eat outside. Bhairathamanina. But here Krishna says that as this is within. Brahma Sukha is not without, it is within. Anta Sukha Antaratma. Aramho. So the enjoying within. That means one is situated in one is situated in Krishna consciousness. He is happy within. He do not need any external thing. He is self-realized. Because I am the part of Krishna, I am the spiritual part of Krishna. In this way, he is already in a very happy situation. That is called Brahma. That is also called Brahma Nirvana. Brahma Nirvana means ending all material contamination and become a realized soul. So those who are beyond the duality, who arise from doubt, whose minds are entangled within, who are always busy working for the welfare of all living beings, who are free from all sin, active liberation in the Supreme. That is very important point. Krishna saying that those who are beyond the duality, beyond duality means, so reduce all kind of good, bad thing. So they are all beyond the duality of hate, love, happiness, unhappiness. He is fixed in Krishna consciousness. So his mind always busy with welfare of the living being, who are free from sins. Free from sins means he has no sins. He able to reduce the sin because of Krishna consciousness. There's a beautiful story Prabhupada says that one time, one owner of the family, his wife and his maid servant, both are become disease fever. So they call the doctor. Doctor say that your wife got 98 degree, no need of any medication. But your maid is 104 degree. He needs some medication. Immediately wife told, I am the owner. I should have a more. Why I should have a less degree? So that is whole things. The moral of the story is that everybody is very angry to the doctor. Oh, you are not the doctor. So this is going on. Everybody wants to increase the fever of materialism. then and they are creating the reaction. They are not reducing it. They wanted to become why 90-80 degree, let me also 105, 107, then die. So all this material advancement is like this. Everybody working for material advancement. Nobody is acting for spiritual advancement. Krishna consciousness person is different. He wanted to cure this fever. He want to reduce this sinful action. He knows that because of sinful action I am suffering. Let me reduce by Krishna consciousness. As Krishna say that one sarvadharman parityada mam ekam saranam bhaja. Aham tvam sarva papebhyo mukhyasami. I will get rid of all reaction. I will reduce all the sinful reaction. Reduce your fever, material fever. Krishna is a supreme doctor. But the materialistic, they do not want to reduce the material, all this fever. They want to increase it. Just like a example, the wife of the owner is telling, no, I want to increase. Why 98 degree? My maid is just a subordinate. He is become 104. I become 90. Let me increase. So everybody, the materialistic think that let me expand my material activities. Let me expand my material opulences. In this way, they are going to the darkest region of the hell. On the other hand, the Krishna consciousness person, he is trying to reduce. Let me reduce. Enough is enough. So that I can come to the healthy life. So our all this Krishna consciousness process Prabhupada has given us to reducing the material fever. Mangala Arti getting, chant 4 regulative principle following, chanting 16 now. What is for? To decrease the material fever so that we can come to our healthy life. Supposing a person having fever, high fever, if his fever is decreased, he become healthy. So whole idea of our center, our process, our Krishna consciousness process, Prabhupada has given, our Acharya has given, Krishna has given to reduce this material fever. What is the benefit? Healthy life. What is the healthy life? Liberation in the Supreme. Sarvabhuta hite rataha. See, every word of Krishna using, I'm not going to every Sanskrit word, but Prabhupada has given a very nice meaning in their lecture and all. So every meaning has so wonderful. Krishna, very, very technical, very, very logical. Krishna say, when you reduce the fever of material, then we can achieve liberation in Supreme. Then that means go back to Godhead. Those who are free from anger and all material desire, who are self-realized, self-disciplined, constantly endeavoring for perfection, are assured for liberation in Supreme in very near future. Very, very interesting. If anybody wants to go back to God in near future, you should follow that. So Krishna say here that who is free from anger and material desire. Example, like Arjuna. Arjuna initially, he has some desire. He do not want to fight. But Arjuna thinking the welfare of this thing, he was thinking that I should not fight. He was declining to fight because of lost sense gratification, his own sense gratification. But as soon as he become Krishna consciousness after hearing Bhagavad Gita, he wanted to satisfy the sense of Krishna. That means he is freed from the what is called material desire or lost. Now, Karisya Bachanatava, he is desiring to fight. He gave up his lust and gave up his anger also. I want to fight for Krishna. That's all. Kama Krodho. So unless you become Krishna consciousness, one cannot in near future can go back to Godhead because he will have this anger and lust because he is thinking of own satisfaction. Lust. If lust is not satisfied, he become anger. 262. We have read that 62, 63 process of falling down. When your material desire is not fulfilled, your krodha will come in this way, will slowly will go down to animal life. Therefore, a Krishna consciousness person is free from the kama and krodha. So whole idea is that we have to become Krishna consciousness solidly, so that all this Krishna is speaking about how to act in Krishna consciousness, what is the symptoms of acting in Krishna consciousness, everything becomes fulfilled. We can qualify. All this advice, instruction to Arjuna is to qualify all these things. You have to become Krishna consciousness. That is the solution. Those who are beyond the duality that rise from doubt, whose minds are engaged within, who are always busy working for the welfare activity, free from all active liberation and supreme. So finally, Krishna is telling that sorting all our external sense object, keeping the eyes and vision concentrated between two eyebrows, suspending inward, outward breath within the nostril, thus controlling mind, sense, intelligence, transcendentalist aiming and liberation, become free from desire, fear, anger. One who is always in state is certainly liberated. So Krishna is prescribed the another method of controlling your desire, fear, anger. What is that? Ashtanga Yoga. Ashtanga Yoga means that eightfold meditational process. So when he's in Ashtanga Yoga, so Krishna, after explaining the principle of liberation, now he's telling the instruction to Arjuna how one can become, practice these things. He has given another alternative method to Arjuna, Ashtanga Yoga. Ashtanga Yoga means eightfold procedure, eightfold method. Yama, Niyama, Asana, etc. Pranayam, Pratyahara, Dharana, etc. We will be learning about sixth chapter because this lead to the sixth chapter. But this is just a preliminary things explained. But when you become Krishna consciousness, automatically Ashtanga Yoga is included. You do not have to do it mechanically way to control your senses, control your anger, control your fear, control your desire. No. A Krishna consciousness person automatically, just like example of Arjuna, he became Krishna consciousness. He was free from fear. He do not fear now. He do not feel free from anger, free from lost desire. I am working for Krishna. That's all. No need for these things. But there is a method is there. By that method, one can do. That is called Ashtanga Yoga. Krishna will be explaining that Ashtanga Yoga in the next 6th chapter. So here, Krishna is speaking about the peace formula. The final verses, Krishna say that Moktaram Jagyam Tapasam Sarvalokkam Maishwara Suidam Sarvabhutanam Gantamam Santi Marchati. So it is a Krishna is telling now to attain the perfect peace only in Krishna consciousness. Why? Because you need three things to become peaceful. What are the three things? Krishna says, Bhaktaram Jagyam Tapasam. I am the beneficiary of all the sacrifice, all your activities. I am the proprietor, Sarvalokam Maheshwara. I am the proprietor of everything. Sruidam Sarvabhutanam. I am the most welfare personality. I am your best friend. I am the well-wisher for all living entity. The three things we should know, then we will have a peace. First of all our activities we are doing has to be sacrificed for Krishna because everything belongs to him. And he is the proprietor, I am not the proprietor. And he is the well-wisher of every living entity. So when you know these three things, we attain the peace, perfect peace in complete Krishna consciousness. So therefore, when you are in Krishna consciousness, we will get all peace because everybody looking for peace. Whole world is looking for peace, but still there is a war. There is so many countries, there is a war going on. Why? Because they have these three things they are missing. Everybody is working for their own benefit, for own satisfaction. But Krishna say, no, this you should do for my satisfaction. Otherwise, you are bound up by reaction. Why everybody doing? Because they are thinking they are the proprietor, they are the doer. Krishna say, I am the proprietor. Bhakta Sarvalokam Maheshwara. And not only that, Krishna says, Sridam Sarvabhutanam, I am only the well-wisher. You are thinking that somebody is well-wisher. You are thinking that just like a family. Why I am working so hard? Because I want to give happiness to my family, my children. Even if I die also, I give all my property to them. Similarly, Krishna has created this world for his enjoyment. So if we want to cooperate, then we are happy. Just like a finger. a finger is cooperate to take the rasgulla or gulab jamun, put in the mouth, then finger is happy and the mouth is happy, body is happy. But if finger is not doing that, then he is in trouble. Therefore, we are cooperator. We have to cooperate the enjoyment of Krishna. That is Krishna consciousness. Therefore, this is a practical application, explanation of Krishna consciousness. Therefore, karma yoga. The practical application that how we can engage all our activities in Krishna consciousness with knowledge. Knowledge means we are eternal servant of the God, as is fragmental part and parcel, just like a finger is part and parcel of the body. When you comes in contact with Maya, illusion or material world, due to desire to laud or sense gratify ourselves, that time we are entangled, we are in trouble. We are having many suffering. But if one is working in Krishna consciousness, even in this material world, he can lead a spiritual life. So that is the whole idea of Krishna is speaking about this chapter. That how to work even in this material world, even in this material body, for the sake of Krishna, under his direction, under this instruction, or through his representative, spiritual master, then we will lead a spiritual life which is very happy. That is the whole idea of this thing. So this is the end of this chapter. Actually, in short terms, that we see the theme that Arjuna is asking that renunciation of work in devotion. So Lord is explaining him, both are actually same, because one is detachment from the bad thing, one is attachment for the good things. So in a way, both are appear to be same, but work in devotion is better than things. Because renunciation has a problem. If you do not really properly renounced, if you have some attachment, material attachment, your renunciation causes misery. Therefore, work in devotion is better, because everything belongs to Lord. Everything can be used for Lord. Nothing, we have nothing. Actually, we born naked. We have nothing belongs to us. There is no question of renunciation. Everything belongs to Krishna. Therefore, we should use. Secondly, Krishna is explaining very elaborately, 21 verses, how to perform work in devotion or karma yoga. That how to dovetail all our activities for the sake of Krishna. In this way, you can free from sinful reaction, we free from all the material desire, we free from all the lust, all this anger, everything free. Finally, Krishna is telling that how the karma yoga can give the liberation. By this way, if we act, it will give all the liberations. That means we can go back to Godhead. So this is the 5th chapter. Next chapter we will be we will be speaking about Ashtanga Yoga. Krishna has given a method, Ashtanga Yoga, to control our mind, senses, etc. So if you have any question, anything, let's see on this here. How to control the food where being a non-devotee family? What is the huge problem for me? I follow for regularly, follow Ekadasi food permitted, but I do not succeed in eating only person. I do not succeed control the tongue. I lack willingness. So this is important thing. So there's a beautiful verses. It say that all things can be controlled, but the tongue is not controlled by any other things. So this controlling tongue is very important. Except tongue, all our senses can be controlled. Even in the fasting also, tongue also cannot be, there's a beautiful, I will show you that. I'm showing you very nice question. So I'll show you this beautiful verses from Bhagavatam. Out of all senses, tongue is very difficult to hear. Tongue is very, very important part of our Krishna consciousness movement. Krishna say, Atha Sri Krishna namadi na bhavet grahat indriya jiva Jiva, by tongue only we can control. In these beautiful verses, you can see here. So in these verses, I show you here. This is beautiful verses 11, 8, 20. So it is say that, oh, why I'm obstructed. All these things. So here you can see that 11, 8, 20 verses. So in these verses, here it is say that out of all senses, by fasting, learned men quickly bring of all senses except one sense, except the tongue under control. Because by abstaining from eating, such a men are afflicted with an increased desire to gratify the sense of taste. So in a fasting also, everything can be controlled, but tongue cannot be. Always be thinking when Dwadasi will come, I will eat. So that was the things. But that is dangerous. Why dangerous? Here Krishna says, just as a fish incited by the desire to enjoy his tongue is fatally trapped on the fisherman hook, similarly foolish person is bewildered by extremely disturbing urge of the tongue, thus is ruined. See, a tongue can ruin us. Therefore, our Krishna consciousness movement start with the tongue actually. Start with the tongue actually. It is say that in CC, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu say that ଜିଭର ଲାଲସା ଏତି ଉତି ଧାଏ ଶିଷ୍ଣୋଧର ପରାୟଣ Krishna nahi paye. So one who is subservient to the tongue, who thus goes here and there, devoted to genital and the belly, cannot attain Krishna. See how dangerous the tongue is. How dangerous. It can ruin us, you know. Therefore, we have to very, very careful to control tongue. Therefore, it is said that Krishna has given prasadam. So prasada anna dilabai, say anna amrita pa. It is stated that ତାର ମଧ୍ୟ ଜୀବ ଅତି ଲୋଭ ମଧ୍ୟ ସୁଦୂର୍ମତି ତାକେ ଜିତା କଠିନ ସଂସାରେ କୃଷ୍ଣା ବର ଦୟାମୟ କରିବାରେ ଜୀବ ଜ so prasad anna dilaba. Always stick to the prasadam. If you do not stick to prasadam, then it is very, very spiritual life begins with this tongue. You should restrict your tongue not to talk uselessly, unnecessarily, or you should not do or utter anything other than Krishna or chanting all the thing. Also, you should not eat anything other than prasadam. Spiritual life begins. Atha Sri Krishna namadi na bhavet grihad India. So we cannot understand Krishna consciousness unless a jiva. Through the tongue we can realize. Through the tongue we can realize. So therefore it is very important to control the tongue. Beginning from the namadi, beginning from this. So here it is say that Atha Sri Krishna nama bhavet sevan mukhai jiva dau soyam eva sprati yadav. So therefore, material sense cannot appreciate Krishna holy name, form, quality, pastime. When a conditioned soul is awakened to Krishna consciousness, render service by using his tongue to chant the Lord's holy name, taste the remnant of the Lord's food. Tongue is purified. One gradually come to understand Krishna really. Therefore, tongue is the most important part. We must control the tongue. How can you understand that? No, we cannot. We cannot. This is our regulations. This is Jada Vidya Jata Mayarava Tomara Bhajan. How can you understand that our sorry? One question is that what to do if non-devotee parents non-devotee parents engage. We should avoid. We want to Krishna means we should sacrifice something. We cannot eat it. So we should perfect knowledge. Krishna consciousness is not blind, perfect knowledge. Induce me, you should be knowledge. And you should tell that how this is induce me, that is detrimental to the even medical science also, this eggs, onion, garlic, they are detrimental. What to speak about spiritual also? They are detrimental. Therefore, one should always in perfect knowledge and instruct our parents that this is the things. If we are taking that, that means our, just like I lit the fire and putting the water, then that means I cannot improve, I cannot progress. I should follow the regulative principle. Another question, Bhakti Vinod Thakur said that Jada Vidya Jata Mayara Vaibhava Tomara Bhajana Bada. Then how can we understand that our studies are action in Krishna consciousness, not Maya? Jada Vidya Jata Mayara Vaibhava Tomara Bhajana Bada. So here Bhakti Vinod say that the material studies are paraphernalia or in opulence of Maya. Maya Vaibhava, influence of Maya or opulence of Maya. So our studies are action in Krishna consciousness, not Maya. Yes. Why our study is action in Krishna consciousness? Because we are reducing the fever of Maya. Bhakti means jnana and vairagya. We are getting the perfect knowledge and detachment. Bhakti paresanubhava virakti ranyata. The taste that it is not jada vidya, that we are detached from the jada, detached from the material things. 11 to 42, very nice, nice verse. Bhakti paresanubhava virakti. The taste is that the bhakti will bring, this Krishna consciousness study will bring the virakti, mean detachment from the matter. What Krishna says that renunciation. Renunciation means detachment from the matter and attachment to Krishna. That is called work in devotion, bhakti yoga or Krishna consciousness, action in Krishna consciousness or karma yoga. So therefore, this is the taste actually. It is not the, but when it is more and more we are attached to the material thing, that means our vidya is Jada Vidya. Krishna is avatar of Vishnu, Vishnu is avatar of Krishna. Krishna is fountain of above. Ek to chamsa kalapusra Krishna to Bhagavan Swayam. Just ek niswasita kalam aftavalam jivanti lama vilad jagadana. Vishnur Maha Saya Jasa Kalabisa. Vishnu is a portion of Krishna. Brahma Samhita, Brahma is speaking. Brahma is how many head? Four-headed. It is said that, of course, this is another subject matter. It is not our subject, this one. Still, I am going to answer because it is going to be another class. That Krishna, Brahmaji, four-headed Brahmaji, after scrutinizingly study Veda, he come to conclusion that Vishnu is the person of person. Krishna is the fountainhead. Of course, there is no difference between Krishna and Vishnu in terms of potency, because both are Vishnu avatar, both are absolute truth. Just like a candle. A candle, from one candle you lighten another candle. So you see both light is same power, but there's a original candle is there. So Krishna is the original Vishnu. Krishna is the original Vishnu. Therefore, Shastra say that Ishwara Parama Krishna Sachidananda Vigraha Anadiri Adiri Govindaya Sarva Karan Karan. He is Anadiri Adiri. He is the beginning and nobody has beyond him. All this incarnation, all his personal expansion are incarnation. He expand as a Balaram. From Balaram is coming Sankarshan, Pradyumna, Aniruddha. Then second from there Narayana, from Narayana again coming Sankarshan, Pradyumna. From Sankarshan again this Mahavishnu, Kshirodakasai Vishnu, Garbhodakasai Vishnu, Kshirodakasai. So many incarnations are there. So, but fountainhead or original personality is called Krishna. From him, all this expansion is coming. So, Krishna is not the avatar. Krishna is the avatari. So, there are no other messages. Then we can stop here. So, thank you very much. Try to understand this Bhagavad Gita is initially a little bit of intricate. because we always study Bhagavad. We have not studied Bhagavad Gita as such, because always superficially we are studying randomly this, that. But if you go through the word by verse entire chapter, you will find it is difficult for you, because you have not studied it. Therefore, you should follow these Prabhupada lectures, things. So repeatedly to learn this very intricacy, what details, technical details about the action in Krishna consciousness. So action in, therefore we can understand as it is. Otherwise, it is how to stop overthinking by how to stop overthinking. You are we should, everything, our actions should be always, Krishna say, manmana bhava madbhakta madhadi. Overthinking is not necessary. This is called inductive method. Scientist, philosopher, they are overthinker. They are thinking beyond that. We don't have to think everything. Everything already thought by Krishna. Everything is already planned by Krishna. Everything is created by Krishna. So only thing that you have to dovetail, we have to connect with that planning. We do not have to overthink what Krishna, that is called mental speculation. Muni. Muni means they speculate. Bahiratthamanam, Vimuktamanina. They think that I am now liberated, I am liberated, I am liberated. So they are the overthinker. They are Muni means thinker. Always thoughtful, always thoughtful. No, we have not, already Krishna is thought. Krishna knows what is our pulses, what is our wrong. Krishna knows we are suffering in this material world. What is our difficulty? So he knows. Therefore, Krishna said, do not think much. Manmana bhava madbhakta. You think of me. You think whatever Krishna says, that's all. How I created this material world. Bhagavad Gita, you think of Bhagavad Gita. You think of Krishna's philosophy, Krishna's pastimes, Krishna's name, Krishna's forms. That is real thinking. That is not overthinking. Overthinking is mental speculation. We are thinking beyond what is prescribed. We should not transcend or overstep the scriptures or the word of Krishna. Scriptures are word of Krishna. So we cannot get the real happiness. Yes, Shastra Vidhi Uschajya Vartate Kama Karatha Na Sukham Avapnoti. So one cannot get happiness, not perfection, anything. Because our thinking process, everything should be not be overthinking, but should be limited. Shastra Chakhusa. According to Shastra. Therefore, no question of overthinking means mental speculation. No question of mental speculation. Whatever Krishna say is free from all kind of dualities. He is the Supreme Lord, free from any mistake, any imperfection. We should accept it, just like Arjuna accepted. No, Karishya Vachanatava. I am accepting what you say. He understood. He convinced. He accepted. He never overstepped that, no, I am thinking Krishna, still I am thinking something. No. So all this overstepping come in the beginning of Krishna consciousness, but it has to be cleared by the spiritual master, representative of Krishna. Sadhu, Shastra, Guru. The three things they will clear. Just like Arjuna is now overthinking. He's thinking that, oh, renunciation is how you are telling renunciation. Now you are telling work in devotion. What is better? He's good. He's not. He's overthinking, but at the same time, he's clarifying the doubt, correcting him. So you have to correct. So no more questions. Then we can stop here. I will send this. So try to read Prabhupada books. And these all the lectures are, although everything what I'm speaking, whatever there in the documents, material is 100%, not 99%. 100% is from the Prabhupada lecture and purport. But still one need to practice, repeat and repeat reading. They can understand it properly. Overall things. It may take even 10 minutes to finish this chapter. I have already given today. I posted that what is karma yoga. Very simple way, but at the same time it takes so much 2 hours to finish it. Also, it depends on how receiver. So thank you very much. All goes to Srila Prabhupada. All goes to all the devotees.